Okay, he's campaigning, he has to leave in a few minutes, so I'll be as fast as I can. If I don't end and Romy has to go, it's because it's campaigning. I wanted to also, I would be remiss if I also did not thank President Mark Beltran, her entire board, all of the members, and all of the supporters and friends and family that made this event possible today. How about a hand for President Pan and all the board members and supporters. Thank you. I'll just cut to the chase. So House Bill 1911 is to stop all the illegal care homes. A lot of you know that there were a lot of illegal care homes that were popping up. They didn't have any criminal background check. They didn't have liability insurance. They didn't have oversight by the Department of Health. The Department of Health or CTA could not go in their home because they said they're private. And there was no consumer protection. You can have 10, 15, 20 elderly crammed in a monster house, and they can charge $20,000 per patient if they want. I think all of you know that happened, that it was already happening about 2 years ago. Last year we couldn't address it. This year we were so lucky. We got Chair of Health and Human Services with the good help of Romy and a lot of other colleagues, and all of you coming to the Capitol and uniting for a big cause. We passed House Bill 1911. This is to stop any unlicensed or any uncertified care home in the state of Hawaii, number one. And number two, any illegal referral. Every time I talk to caregivers, case managers, it comes back again and again. You have to do something representative about the referral system. A lot of our people are getting Gucci bags or $500 to refer. And a lot of times they're referred to places that aren't that good. In this case, a lot of the referrals were going to the illegal care homes. So again, the bill is very important because it not only fines the illegal care home, which is not licensed or certified by the Department of Health or CTA, but it also fines a hefty fine on the referral. If I am the referred person from hospital or some agency, and I refer to an unlicensed or uncertified care home, I'll also be hit with a penalty. The big thing about this, I think Tuya Romy can tell you, we put a poison pill in the bill. We made it a class, we made it a misdemeanor, criminal misdemeanor. So a lot of times, I was talking to President Pan yesterday, you'll have a legitimate care home, a legitimate CCFFH, and then you'll have another care home that's not legitimate, not licensed. So here's the example, and I'm sure a lot of you know this. So husband and wife is at the legal CCFFH, it's all covered, certified by CTA and the Department of Health, and then husband's running the illegal care home. So the law is written, once we bust the husband, since they're a couple and they're married, she's gonna end up losing her license too. It's really going to hurt the illegal caregiver industry. That was probably the biggest bill that we passed in history for the caregiver industry. I know what you want, a pay raise. I know what you want. However, I talked to Mary about a lot of the other presidents of the other associations, the caregivers came out really strong and advocated for this. Because if we don't stop the illegal, unlicensed care home industry, all your clients, they're going to run away. And then what happens is after they make enough money, the private pay at least, they're going to kick them out to Medicaid and send them back to you. So we had to stop this. They were making millions of dollars on the backs of your good work. It wasn't fair to you. You got license, liability insurance, certification. In fact, for the illegal care home, you can have a murderer or a rapist that could be running that illegal care home. So I wanted to thank all of you, and I think at this time it's not too late. If you have any questions, you can ask Representative Cachola and I. So we're up for questions?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, question.
Since the bill passed last year, are they
No, this year.
Good question. So the question was, and it passed this year. It passed this year, yeah. Oh, Mary Bell and some of you were at the bill signing ceremony. Governor Ige did it. We really kind of begged the governor to have a bill signing at FilCom Center. because 90% of the industry is of Filipino descent. We thought it was so historic. He was in an election, and so luckily he signed it, but it was at the Hawaii State Capitol. Question is, now that the bill's passed, what's going to happen with all the illegals? And here's the answer. My wife already contacted Keith Ridley. We already got about 8 people, I can't mention the names, but they emailed the 8 names of the illegal caregivers, and then what we did is we forwarded to Keith Ridley. So if you know of anyone that's running an illegal care home, contact my office. Mary Rotan has my cell number and work number, and you can work with me and Romy, and we'll make sure we mail it or get it out to Keith Ridley, Department of Health. Both Keith Ridley from the Department of Health and the Deputy Attorney General, Angela Takuda, were unsung heroes. They really helped make sure the language was in there so we could stop the illegal care homes and protect your industry. So good question. Any other questions? Yes, again?
Yeah, you forward those names, but you didn't say when are they going to start?
They're going to start now. I got the email from Keith Ridley because I was CC, and he said we're going to start the investigative process now. So they're not going to wait 1 year, 2 years. I got a question from one of the arches and e-arches, and they said that group that's doing illegal care homes are laughing because they said you passed the law, but they're not going to catch us. And that's not true. They're going to be caught.
The reason I asked is there's a husband and wife, like what your example earlier. But then they just open another third home again. So
Illegal, a third illegal. Okay, so
no, one is under CTA and one is unlicensed. And now they open a second unlicensed.
That's exactly what I was telling you about. The one legal care home and the illegal care home. Thanks, Romy. So the question was, she knows of a couple that have one legal CCFFH, but she has two illegals. Yeah. And they will be in trouble for that. And then once we do the investigation and find that they committed a class misdemeanor, they're going to be cut off from being caregivers legally. So you have to call my office, and I got to get the name and everything. We'll send it to Keith Ridley. Thank you.
Do you have to have the exact address?
Yes.
Or you can just
No.
We need the address.
We need the address.
For your information, I'll give you Ridley's telephone.
Or give it to us, and we'll give it to you.
Yeah, but SAP is not available. But give it to us first. And it's a reference number. 808-692-7227. Okay?
I'll get in touch with.
Yeah, either one of us is fine.
Yeah, we got a system.
Or Maribel.
Yeah.
If Maribel gets, she has my cell number and my office number. We have a system going because we've already started it. So call us in, and then May's going to put it on the email and get it to Keith Ridley, who'll confirm he got it, and it goes to the Attorney General for the investigation. So it's already starting, and they're already investigating the illegal care homes. Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
I also gave my telephone number.
Maribel.
So that's the case.
692.
God is not available. I'll be there to serve you. Other than that, there anything else that I need?
Should we ask? You might have some questions.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, I have to go soon. And the reason why I have to go at this time of the state is because I'm campaigning. As we all know, somebody ran after me, filed a complaint in the Supreme Court that I committed a crime. And that the first part is they went after my whole family. They included my wife's practice and said that if we are coercing and intimidating the patient, and if they are not going to vote for me, they will more or less what we call get less medical treatment from both my wife and my daughter. To me, it's more or less trying to destroy our nation. So that just in case, the Supreme Court right away dismissed the case because they used to plaintiffs, Jane Doe and John Doe. You don't even know who they are. So it was dismissed right away. So that in case someone is telling you about us, tell them it's dismissed, no case. Thank you.
And again, you can ask Mary Valentine, the president, or my number, my office number is 586-6050, 586-6050. Again, the President Pan knows my numbers, and we do need the address, the person's name and address. We don't need their patients. It could be HIPAA violation or not, but the point is, if we get the names of the individuals, or the individual running that, and the address, because if we don't have the address, Ridley and the Attorney General, they don't know where to go. They don't know. So as much information as you can give us will help us stop these illegal care homes.
And who is the legal and who is the illegal, if they're husband and wife?
Well, yeah, good. Yeah, President Tan brought up, give us as much information as you can. So you have Mr. Smith running the legal care home, and Mrs. Smith running the 2 illegal care homes. Give us as much information as you can, and the address of the legal and the 2 illegals, and we can put everything together. And eventually what happens is when the Smiths get caught, they're going to close down because they got a misdemeanor against them on their record, and they can't provide care for a number of elderly people. Thank you.
Just in case, I'll give you also the telephone number. My office number is 586-6010. My office manager is
6010.
Leo Rizal. So I give my cell phone number to the manager and the airport office. Thank you.
To the both of you, Mr. Representatives, since I'm going to speak for all the behalf of the caregivers, I would like to find out from the both of you, what does it take for all the caregivers here in the state of Hawaii to get a raise as far as the Medicaid goes? Raise. Yeah, because of all the inflations, the cost of living here in Hawaii is so high, and all the added requirements by Department of Health, it's really adding up to our daily expenses.
I can't answer that. Okay, so and Romy will answer it too. I'll go first. The last pay raise you got was in 2007. I wrote the bill to give you guys a pay raise, and it wasn't even that big, if you recall. Over 10 years ago, your pay raise was very small. That was historically a symbolic victory, but it wasn't a lot. So I wrote the bill that had your pay raise. Unfortunately, it wasn't substantial, but it was still a pay raise. What we need to do, if you all want a pay raise, I'm sure everyone in the room who's not going to say, I don't want a pay raise. What we have to do is unite, like what we did with the House Bill 1911, the unlicensed care home bill. The reason why that took precedence over the raise is because if we let this underground road illegal industry go on, your entire industry would be non-existent. You would close down because already you had over 200 of your colleagues go over and returning their license because they saw that they could make more money on the other side. So when I talked to President Pan and a lot of the other presidents, the top issue that rose, the most important one for the caregiver industry, was the number one, stop the illegal care home operator. That was the top issue for 2018. And we had the case managers, DD Doms, Arches, E-Arches, CCFHs, everyone worked, adult daycare centers worked together to stop the illegal care homes because it's a consumer protection issue and it's not fair to all of them. And they're not paying taxes. They're just doing this illegally. So that was the number one priority. Your question was, how can we get a pay raise? This is our answer, and Romy may have a similar or different answer. Everyone needs to collaboratively work together again. So it's CCFHs, all the other care entities, the DD Doms, the foster homes, Arches, case managers, everyone needs to work together. And if we do, we might have a chance. I don't want to promise this because if the pay raise does not come through in 2019, we look like liars. So the best I can do is say if we can collaborate like we did this year, to pass 1911, use the same strategy of everybody uniting together, we have a good chance. I want to tell you, slight tangent. The people of Filipino descent is the #1 ethnic group in the state of Hawaii. If you guys just
Unite.
concentrate your vote, truly, you would decide who's going to be the next congressman, U.S. senator, even 4 years from now, next governor, 2 years from now, next mayor. If the Filipino community, black folks, you work together, unite, that's how powerful you are. And so I would use that power and leverage it to get a pay raise. So stand united. You did a great job this year with House Bill 1911 to stop the illegal care homes. Let's try to do this again for 2019 to get all of your pay raise.
So how do you expect us to, or submit a proposal as far as the raise?
We work
Okay, I will do the bill. Mary Maltan already asked, that was high on your priority. So who you will go on with me? I'll just do what I did in 2007 and write another bill for, and it's not only CCFHs, I have to go down the line or you're going to get jealous. The DD Doms, the adult fosters, the arches, the case managers, they're going to say, well, you're giving CCFHs a raise, what about us? So, in fairness, I will drop the bill. However, all I ask is that all of you come to the hearings like Mary Bellicamp did and the others to support that bill. That's all I ask. No promises, but if we have a lot of support, perhaps we can pass the pay raise bill in 2019, similar to what we did this year with House Bill 1911 to stop the illegal care homes. Sorry, Rosie.
Before John became a member of the State House of Representatives, I was able to pass a bill to increase the amount of money to pay. So it takes a lot of work to do. I don't know if the timing is good, because now there are a lot of special interest groups or groups who wants to have their increases. The teachers is one. And they're coming up with ways, by way of a constitutional vote that will be on the ballot. The other thing that is going to be addressed is the doctor shortage. The amount of capitation that they get being paid is only under about $24 per patient per month. And that's why the reason of a lot of doctors close in their practice, move to the mainland, etc. So there are other things that all are asking for any increases on the amount of money they pay. It's not only you. The doctors, the teachers, the hotel workers, in the mainland, they are more or less striking. They have a strike unless they get a raise. So we have to really study a way wherein we can possibly more or less ask for an increase. We have to come up with more or less some economic and financial analysis, like how much are you getting, you know that? How much are your expenses just to run it? Are you paying rent or running or having it in your household, etc.? All those kind of things has to be studied first so that when you come, you have some financial statistics to prove that you are having a hard time running your business with the amount of reimbursement you are getting. So the financial side is very important. Everybody else is doing that right now. So the other thing that we have to emphasize is if you folks are going to close your business, what would be the negative impact? Who is going to more or less take care of your patients? Things like that. But you don't want it because you really want to help the elderly and the sick and everybody that you folks are taking care of this point in time. You have to really let them know those kind of things, because otherwise, if you just keep quiet, they will just say, oh, they have a lot of money, no need for increases. But I know that the folks did increases, but you have to prove, have somebody come up with an analysis so that when we come up with a bill, we have good reasons to fight for it.
So in other
You
words,
understand?
so in other words, we can have your full support if we do propose.
Oh yeah, I did not way back.
Okay, thank
Keep
you.
raising it all that. So I have experience when it comes to that. And I supported John's bill, and any increases for care home is good.
Thanks, Romy. That was a good answer. Members, again, the Filipino community is strong. And if you unite together, when you united to build the FilCom Center, that was great. When you united together to pass House Bill 1911 and stop the illegal care home, that was great. So this is another task. So for 2019, it looks like the top bill, the number one priority for all of you, would be the pay raise. Pay raise. And then like my good Kuya said, you have to explain to the state what's the rationale. And this is the rationale. There are 2,000 community care homes. You take care of 13,000 elderly and disabled in the state of Hawaii. If every single care home said, state, you're not fair, you don't pay us enough money, we're going to walk, and you wheel out your patient, that's going to be pure devastation. I'm not saying to do that. I will say this though, you have good leverage. You have good leverage. The rationale is there. The state's saving millions of dollars because we have community care homes. So we need to truly unite together. As Uncle Romy said, it's a foregone conclusion. We'll introduce the pay raise bill, but we need all of you to come to the hearings. Margie, I love Margie. She goes to all the hearings. And no shame, she gets up, her voice is strong. She goes, I've been a caregiver for 20 years, I know what I'm doing. So that's what you gotta be. Oh, okay, so Romy's gotta leave in a little bit. So he said 3 more questions. She takes the next question. I can see a hand. Any more questions?
Any more questions? That's the best thing you can do. Research. Make sure the rationale is good and we have a basis to push and ask our colleagues, both the House and the Senate, let's do it. Right?
Right.
So, you are here. Tell me that.
No other questions?
Can you explain more about the misdemeanor on the HB1911?
Oh, okay, wait. The president said, what was the president?
Can you explain more about the misdemeanor charge
Misdemeanor charge.
for the HB1911?
Okay,
Because
okay.
they don't know, they thought it's only for the penalty.
They thought it was on penalty?
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay, so President Tan brought up a very, very, very important point. So Cachola and I, it's called a poison pill. We put a poison pill in the bill. So what we did was, we did reverse it. This was brutal. You can ask Kuya. They tried to kill it. They're spending hundreds and thousands of dollars with the top lobbyists. They had lawmakers trying to, I won't go into detail. A handful of people know what happened in the last few days. They're making millions of dollars in the illegal care home industry. And so they did an all-out, full-court press to kill the bill. Kuya knows it. We were lucky enough to work with the Attorney General and Department of Health to save the bill. The question that Mary Tan had was, can you explain the misdemeanor charge? Okay, so this is what we did. We did reverse psychology. The fines were $1,000 a day for the initial violation. We lowered it to only $100. Anybody can afford that. I know that. But a second violation, $500, third violation, $1,000. So in 3 days, they'll be paying $1,000 anyways. We did that on purpose. So they focused on that, and then they didn't see the poison pill we put in the bill. The poison pill that we put in the bill was, I'll use Romy as an example, sorry. Say Rob Cachola is running a care home, and say we catch him, and he pays the initial fine of $100 a day, about $1,000 up to the third day. Here's the problem. We're going to close Erlinda and Romy Cachola's care home operation forever because we just got him on a misdemeanor. misdemeanor in healthcare means that the Department of Health does not need to license you, they will stop you. So again, for the illegal care homes that were making millions of dollars, with the poison pill, with the misdemeanor charge that President Tan had asked us to bring up about, it will kill your illegal competition. That's the important thing. That's the reason why we put the criminal charges in there. It's a criminal charge, misdemeanor. If they commit a misdemeanor and are caring for elderly or kapuna, they're out. They can't provide caregiving anymore. So that we have to do that. We have to do that to stop these guys. So good question, President. Any other questions? Oh.
Good.
I wanted to, before we go, there might be another question before Romy and I go, but if you can, and I'm sorry, I know this kind of sounds like political, but if you can add me on John Mizuno Facebook, I'll tell you why. Maribel gets it, Margie gets it too, I tag her. What I'm doing, tonight what I'll do is I'll post all the news stories, the newspaper articles, and the floor speech on 1911. So if any of you aren't too certain about that, you can look at my post, or you can look at Margie's or President Tan's post, even Norma Tan I tag. And I have about, I think we did about maybe 4 or 5 interviews on that bill by the TV stations. There was 2 Civil Beat articles and I think 2 Star Advertiser articles. It was a big bill. 1911 was huge. So if you can kindly send a friend request to John Mizuno Facebook, I'll add you and then I'll tag you. I'll tag you with all the interviews we did on House Bill 1911. It's really good. It really explains what we did. Okay, any other questions?
Now I can do campaigning.
Questions?
Question.
No questions? Okay.
Okay, thanks again. And just to let you know, Julie is in my district.
Thank you.
I have my side of it, including my opponent, so the main thing is she's going to vote for me at home. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. God bless.